A game of political tug-of-war in Washington has amounted to trauma across the Rio Grande Valley, where droves of parents detained for crossing illegally are separated from their children. U.S. President Donald Trump describes his own choices as one of loopholes or zero tolerance.
We can either release all illegal immigrant families and minors who show up at the border from Central America, or we can arrest the adults for the federal crime of illegal entry. Those are the only two options: totally open borders or criminal prosecution for lawbreaking.
The Trump administration's zero-tolerance policy places anyone who crossed illegally at risk of detention, including asylum seekers and parents of minors. Since children cannot be held in detention centers, they are separated from their parents, with no word on when or how they might be reunited. Still, migrant families continue to take their chances.
In speaking with migrant families here in McAllen, Texas, there's a common thread between their stories. No matter how dreadful the circumstances may be, the alternative, they say, is worse.
This young man, he made me cry. The tears came out of my eyes because he said, we came down here because they wanted to put my daughter to be a prostitute. That they came knocking on his door.
Una madre que tiene un hijo y que está sufriendo, nada la detiene.
A mother that has a kid that is suffering, nothing will stop her from saving her son. It doesn't matter what we do here, unfortunately, where children suffer in order to tempt mothers to stop coming. But if her son is suffering, it's a huge risk. But they're going to save their children if they can.
Parents charged with illegal entry are processed and sent to a detention center, while their children are separated and sent to federal foster care facilities. Attorney Michael Avenatti describes his interactions with some of those mothers.
Every mother that described having their child taken from them stated that they had been lied to when the child was taken from them. At no point in time did anyone with ICE or anyone else tell the mother what was really going on, namely that they were taking the children from them, and it would be days, weeks, and months before they saw them again.
Sister Norma Pimentel calls families that entered the United States illegally but have not been separated the lucky ones. A discretionary decision among Border Patrol chiefs, sometimes out of the sheer volume at detention centers, to allow some families to prove credible fear and seek asylum. But even among families that were not separated, fear has infiltrated through stories of others.
Escuché a varias compañeras decir que a una muchacha se la habían llevado supuestamente a decir como a una corte.
I heard various women say that a girl had supposedly been brought to a court, and they brought her there for 36 hours. Except they didn't take her where they said they had, but to a jail, and when she arrived, her son wasn't there anymore.
Ramon Taylor, VOA News, McAllen, Texas.